to. But do I have to? But yes, you got to. But I don't want to. But do I have to? But girl, you got to. But I don't want to. But girl, you got to. But do I need to? But yes, you have to. Keep it moving here on Emore'J Couture TV. Ow!
Yeah! If it's hot, I'll say it's hot. But if it's a mess, baby, woo! You're just organizing behind.
Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them get you down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Child, don't you sit back down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Child, don't you sit back down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving, honey. Yes! Baby, if I can't tell you nothing else, fashion friends, this video is all about keeping it moving, honey. That's the only thing that I can give you right now to keep you encouraged because, baby, I've been going through the rain, through the roof, through the blunts, through the history, through the trials and tribulations, and going back to the history again on Ben. Girl, I can't even talk right now, but girl, let me just say this again. Girl, don't let them get you down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Child, don't you sit back down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving, honey. Come on now. Hello. This video is all about keeping it moving. I can't tell you, fashion friends, about how much importancy is in this message. This message right here is so potent to where you should be encouraged that I need for you to have a seat, turn up the volume, and get ready for this sermon on today. Okay? Fashion friends, I understand that we all have our paths, we all have our ways as to where we want to go and where we want our company to go and where we want things in our lives to go. But along the way, we come against so many adversities and we come against so many people that try to come against us, even when we're doing things that are in the right alignment, and even when you feel like you're putting your all into things, you still get some of those jabukas, you still get some of those things that try to bring you on down. But fashion friends, I'm coming to tell you that you have to keep it moving, honey. Personal testimony. I did this new collection. Fabulous, honey. Yes, yes, go in men's collection. Yes, suit jackets. Yes, avant-garde. Yes, couture. Parched. So let me tell you what I've been going through with this new collection, because my God, I have to shake, and I gotta shimmy, and I gotta shake, 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 and I gotta shimmy, shimmy, shimmy one more time again, because I have to get this out of me now. Come on now. Three little pigs, and you're out of here. So, I went and met with some photographers now. This is a testimony, yes, because God is speaking to me, and he was just like, child, baby, you gotta keep it moving. So, okay, I was looking for someone to shoot my new collection and things like that, so I was trying to find a photographer. The mindset that I had at first was I was trying to do this as like a project kind of thing, as to where I could collaborate with some other creative people, and we like come together as a project, and I take my creative juices from fashion, they take their creative juices from photography, and we mesh this world together, and honey, we just get an explosion. But that didn't go quite well. So the first photographer that I met with, girl, he was through the rain and through the clouds, honey. I mean, he was just up in the air with his stories about his spirituality and why he could not shoot the collection, and how he's onto another horizon, and how he's on another dimension, and how he's just not into this kind of stuff anymore, and how this is just so, what's the word, vague, and, honey, I can't even go there, so that was just strike one. Number two, I met this other photographer out there in Baltimore. Very cool guy, very great guy, very cute, very cool, very cute, yes. And so, we're conversing and just talking about, working together as a project and whatever. He saw the collection, he loves it, I saw his work, it was great, let's collab on this thing, let's do this. So, in exchange, I would help him with one of his productions that he has coming up when it comes to fashion design, and he would just shoot the collection. So, you know, everything seems to be going great, you know, in person. Then I get an email from him, not that it's not going great, but in the email it says that, well, you know what, Emore'J, for what you're asking for is kind of a lot and things like that. So, you know, I broke it on down to him of how we could shoot this collection, how we could do it and things like that. So he was like, well, let me send you a price estimate, and with the price estimate, you know, let me know what you can do. Honey, I saw the price estimate, whoop, 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 in Nicki Minaj case, and I was like, girlfriend, I'm gonna be real with you. Emore'J Couture is not on Nicki Minaj level right now, so I cannot do this. Next, so I had to move that one out of the way because I could not afford this. I mean, thinking back, I thought that we were going to walk together as a project, you know, I helped him, he helped me, but I guess it was just too much, so we had to keep it moving, So, third one. So my third photographer, right? Honey, we didn't even get to the meeting, girl. Girl, we didn't even get to the daggone table, honey. We didn't even get to the sit down, child. So in the text message, you know how I do the text messaging, honey. You know how I read the text messages, girlfriend, because you know I gotta go into the stories, honey. You know I gotta get into the facts, to the books. You know I gotta go into my phone here. Give me 1 second, please. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. Yes, you're legendary, darling. You're legendary. You're legendary, darling. You're legendary. Okay, so we're supposed to have a meeting today, and you know, I told him about I've been going through with some photographers, and it's been really hard trying to find one. And it's like, child, I cannot find a photographer to shoot this collection. What is going on, Lord? Hello. So, you know, we had a little phone chat, and he's like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's meet up, discuss the collection, you know, discuss what we can do, yada, 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 yada. Now, before we even get to the meeting, okay? Before we even get to today's meeting, he sends me this text message. I mean, he does have my number, he could call me, but it's okay. You know, we all have to use communication, and he did use it. He says, going to have to decline the meeting. If after meeting other photographers and you are not happy, pitch the ideas and visions of where you're trying to go, and I will go in on my storyboard mode and give ideas back as far as my style and how it would blend with your next line. I'll read that to you twice. He says, going to have to decline the meeting if after the meeting the photographer and going to have to decline the meeting. If after meeting other photographers and you are not happy, pitch the ideas and visions of where you are trying to go, and I will go in my storyboard mode and give my ideas back as far as my style, and I will blend and how it would blend with your next line. I replied back, I thought that was what the meeting was for. No reply. So, yeah. So I'm thinking that, wasn't that what our meeting was for, you know? To talk about the ideas, what we were trying to do. But anyway, so I took that as a message, fashion friends, that, you know, God to me is saying, keep it moving, Emore'J. You have to keep it moving, fashion friends. Now think about it. I've been going through a situation with photographers, and I've just bought a new Nikon camera that was like $1,000. So Emore'J, why aren't you using your own camera to shoot your collection? You are a Libra. You are creative. You are an element of art and creativity. So shoot your own collection, child. And I didn't want to shoot my collection, fashion friends, and I'll be honest with you, because I didn't want to shoot it out of fear. I didn't want to shoot my collection because I felt that I'm not a photographer. So why not let somebody else that's in the photographer role shoot the collection, you know, and give credit where credit is due. However, there is also a time that my friends did explain to me that, Emore'J, yes, you are not a photographer, but at the same time, it still does not hurt to try. One, you have that expensive camera, use it. Two, you are a creative individual, use it. Three, you have an eye, use it. Hello, Illuminati. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and just use this creative eye and just go ahead and see what happens. So baby, after all of that, I am now on a point as to where I am keeping it moving. Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Boy, don't let them make you frown. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Son, don't let them get you down. Child, you gotta keep it moving, honey. So I am keeping it moving. I'm going to try my hand. I am no one's photographer, but I will be shooting my own collection. Because, I mean, why not? I have all of the necessities that I need to do it, so make it happen. But I want to just relate this to all of my fashion friends out there that are just going through so much, that have just been, and it seems like every time you take a step forward. It's like somebody just trying to shoot you on back. Pow, pow, pow. And they're just trying to send you right on back. But through all of that, you have to keep it moving. When it comes to your business and your brand, you cannot become stagnant. You cannot just stay there. Hello, hair growth, because you know this hot top is not growing, honey. You just cannot stand there and just sit and stay. You have to keep it moving. When it comes to your business, when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to your friends, when it comes to grudges, when it comes to people in your life, when it comes to things that's going on in your house, when it comes on to things that are even going on at school, you have to keep it moving. Do not stand there, waste time, argue about things, get upset with things, attract all this negative energy towards yourself. You have to keep it moving. At the end of the day, all that you're doing when you're sitting down and getting involved in all that negativity is just you're, beginning to stifle your own growth. You have to keep it moving.
Wonderful.
I believe that it's really just being placed out there that Emore'J, you have to get out here and just try it yourself. Yes, you're not a photographer, but at the end of the day, it still does not hurt to try and to do what you have to do. You have all the tools placed before you. Just go ahead and use it. And fashion friends, in this day and time, you have got to be a multitasker. You've got to be a multi-diva, honey. You've got to be a multi-diva. If you're a makeup artist and you can't get no photographer, do your own makeup. If you're an eyewear designer, nobody's gonna shoot your own glasses. Hello, Nakai Carey. Then shoot your own stuff. Go out there and buy it, child. Go out there and buy that camera phone, honey. Buy that Nikon, girl. Just shoot your own stuff. If you are in the industry of promotion and no one's gonna promote your own stuff, build your own social networking sites and begin to promote yourself. Because in this day and time, you have to be so multi-talented in this industry that you have to go ahead and do your own thing to keep it moving. Everyone is so much about themselves. Yes, they are. Yes, we are. That you have to pretty much build your own empire. You have to kind of like grab that bull by the horns, get on down on that thing, and ride them, honey. Ride, girl. Ride, child. Ride. Ride, honey. Ride. Keep on riding. Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you better keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Child, you better keep it moving. Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you better keep it moving. You have to keep it moving. At the end of the day, if you sit there and allow other people to mess up your brand and your business, at the end of the day, you'll be a fool. And you won't have anything to show for it. But shambalery. I just made that up. I don't even know what it is, but it just sounded real good right now. Shambalery. That sounds like S-H-I-T, foolery, and some more stuff, okay? So you gotta just get on up out there and do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Fashion friends, I had to come and get this off of my chest and give this to you guys because I felt that you all would need it. I felt that this is something that I want you guys to hear because, baby, you gotta keep it moving. At the end of the day, when you want to conquer X, Y, and Z, know that with those letters, you gotta keep it moving, honey, because not everyone is gonna have you as their best interest. People really don't care about what you're trying to do, because most people these days in times how the world is being so set up, is that everyone is all about themselves. It is very rare, and it's very small to find people that are really gonna be about helping you. But at the same time, while people are, while helping you, you gotta help others. And this is my way of helping others and just getting that message out there to all of my fashion friends to keep it moving. I see so many tweets and so many messages and I get so many things about how to do this in the industry and how to do that. I'm having such a hard time. But all that I can offer you right now is keep it moving. That's it, baby. That's all I can give you. I'm done. I'm laid to rest. I gotta go. Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Child, don't you sit back down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving, honey. Yeah! Girl, don't let them get you down. Girl, don't let them get you down. Girl, don't let them get you down. Child, you gotta keep it moving. moving. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them make you frown. Child, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, don't let them get you down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Child, don't let them get you down. Girl, you gotta keep it moving. Boy, don't let them make you frown. Child, you gotta keep it moving. 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 You have got to keep it moving.